Hello again, traders. Right, middle of the night here. What is it? It's about 4. Well, it's 5 a.m. nearly, 4:56. So, running up to the pre-Frankfurt, pre-London session. Although I was awake for the Asian session, set the alarm specially because I'm loving getting those trades, because then it means if I want to drop off to sleep, watch a bit of TV. I can do so. Miss the Asian session, miss the Frankfurt London, which I plan to do today, and then chill out in the morning because my day's over really, and see if I can catch a trade sometime throughout the day. But it means I can really lie back and plan and relax. So it's working really well. And obviously, if I want the whole day off, I can jog off to the beach or something. So back to this. Why did I make this video? Well, it's a continuation of the weekly theme and the weekend study sort of sessions that I suggest you do, and they are proving fantastic. But what I thought I'd quickly do before I perhaps roll over and try and get a few hours shut-eye was run through a few of my weekly predictions. So I started with the Aussie dollar ones because I predicted big weekly candles may well create reversals, and I found lots of interesting stuff going on there as well. So we had a drop here of about 20 odd pips, I think, but there wasn't really, apart from a really 5 or 6 pip scalp, there weren't that many genuine trading opportunities. I did actually take one and got a short on Aussie dollar. Not sure what the other ones did. I think I posted a few. Yeah, 3 candle reversals up with Aaron's fantastic indicator, and we expect pullbacks. I still expect these to pull back. So I've never really done this before, so that's why I'm sharing it with you. Is literally, you are now Tuesday morning after a very slow bank holiday, US bank holiday, Labour Day, Monday. Super moves around yesterday. A lot of people were bored, but there were good moves, and this now may well, in my opinion, just continue. But we don't have to think will it, won't it, pin the tail on the donkey style thing, throw a dart at a dartboard. We can analyse it. So we could look at this one. Well, I will quickly, because there was something useful there. You can see what happened yesterday. Inside bar, indecision. So it could go up or down, but we don't just trade it, enter a trade, breakouts and all that lot. We use the lower time frame. So we analyse it. We can see we had a H4 3CR up. So this is the pullback. This could well continue. There is no reason, to short this, in my opinion, because you're shorting into massive support. The 3CR tells you you've broken through resistance, and now you're testing that resistance level, all these highs and flip zones here, as support, and then if the lower time frames confirm, we should be going long. So it's got a lot of work to do. If it wants to go short, it's got to cancel out that H4 3CR up in reality, and then you'll get your pullback, and then you might get a continuation down. That's all we're doing here. So I stopped on EURNZD. Sorry, I've gone off topic a little bit, to see what that might do. So we had a 3CR down, 3 candle reversal down. That's Aaron's indicator once again, giving us all the info. If you want to learn about the actual mechanics and everything of a 3CR, everything is on my videos, guys. I'm not making so many videos now because there's over 800 here. All you've got to use is the search. A little bit of a pep talk here quickly. All you've got to use is the search on YouTube. There's it's getting near 20,000 tweets on Twitter, my Twitter feed. All you got to use is the refined search on Twitter, and you will find interesting information there. So you won't get so much new stuff. There's no point. I'm just repeating myself over and over again. So use search, please. So 3CR down, and what do I expect this to do now? Well, personally, I would expect it to potentially break that level there, or test that level there. It will have a problem potentially there and there. Let's see whether it's already hit those. So slap a support level on there to see whether it's come around and tested them as resistance yet. No, that's the red low there, red bar low. That is the green bar low there. And then I would suggest that might be a test level there. So this still has got room to come back and test. Now all we have to do is check the low time frame, see what's going on. Oh, and it's important to mention also, why is this bouncing? Well, all of this here, that's the flip zone, so we could draw a line on there too. All of those close and open levels here, 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 here. So, you know, worst case scenario, it may well come down. Oops, that was wrong colour. And test that, or you know, the lows of these wicks, or push up to test these supports as resistance, as I said. So now the daily chart, we can do everything we've just talked about. Look at the size of this gap now. You have to be aware of that low there, of course, that might cause a stutter, but the higher time frames are the stronger levels. So you could put one on there just for, it's not complicating things. I'm not trying to overcomplicate. What I tend to do is just highlight the ones because I haven't got different colours. You can actually manually label them all, but just for speed in this video, you can highlight the colours that the levels rather, that are as you move down the time frame. So it just makes life easy. Or you can stick a colour on there, shape, whatever. You've got this level it's testing right now. So now that is complicating things a little bit. The low of that red bar there. So if we close through there, then I would expect it to potentially push up through there, have a bit of a problem, carry on up. And most importantly, we've broken the recent daily high. So this isn't trade advice, this is just my thoughts on this and what you should be looking for via the higher time frames. And it's working really well because, you know, it's proved now we're in an uptrend. Low, high, high, low, high, high. So you'd be able to do the swing trend analysis on this on the lower time frames, H4 or H1. H1 is probably the best. But and you will be able to see it on the line charts better. Low, high, high, low, high, high. Pullback, continuation. We've broken that high there as well. We're just closing above it. Excuse me. What's H4 look like on the candles? Yeah, this H4 close will have closed through that. That would potentially cause a pullback and then a continuation up. And that gap, let's have a look at H1. Notice also that the RSI histo on the higher time frames is always something you should be looking at. That's what Simon calls a vol bomb. It's gone from the 20 to a tiny green bar, so there's a huge movement here, but you don't have to really be vague about that, because once you drop on the lower time frames, you will see that this is starting to look right in terms of bust, pullback, break and close up. There's a 3CR up now, the most recent H1, so that's 5 o'clock now, 5 AM. So potential pullback and then a move up to test these levels. And you know, those levels look really, really tiny on those bigger time frames, but that's 12 pips. You know, Brian talks about these levels he draws all the time and how huge these moves are for us scalpers. 12 pips or probably 10 pips less spread is a really good trade. and that's ready to happen within moments. And then if it passes through that R1 to these support and resistance levels here, then you're looking at 23 pips. I mean, this is massive. This is a day's work or 2 or 3 days work for us scalpers. So there you go, guys. That's the analysis using the weekly charts. So just because it doesn't happen what you expect to happen on a Monday, you can still use the weekly to give you your bias on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, and in fact every day of the week. I always used to take my lead from the weekly, and it was because I was using a different thought process. Now I'm sitting down and more for mutual benefit, 50-50 I would say. I like the trades. I like to get in now on the Asian session early, and that means my Monday is a really relaxing day if I want, and then why not do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? So it just follows on. If you've got a great plan organised on the weekend as a result of the weekly closes on Friday, the prior Friday, then you can just continue working with that plan. Very, in my opinion, ultra relaxed trading. So before it was just a Monday morning trade plan. Now it's potentially, and that's why the whole point of this video is a potential Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday trade plan. So let's see how this one pans out. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful week. This new thing, I never get the hang of it. There we go.